Hi, it's me again. Now we're starting from 89. First Pennsylvania Bank in our story is now being acquired. Long drama. Anyway, in 1990, the Tom Follett collection has a statement of expenditures for Logan Assistance Corp. And what it's costing the government to bail out all these people. Mind you, that a block of row homes consists of about 70 to 80 row homes. To people that don't know what Philadelphia looks like. One or two of these houses are declared subsistent. They tear down 80 houses. Now, wouldn't it be cheaper to concrete jack pump the two houses, fill in the land underneath, and fix the sewer pipe, rather than remove all 80 houses? Wouldn't it have been cheaper to, well, if you figure that even 10% of the 1,000 houses that they took, it's probably far less. If they had fixed 50 of the 1,000, they could have saved 1,000 tax-paying houses. Why were we not interested in this plan? It was floated several times. Why? Because we want to build a mall. Follow the money, people. Okay. In 1990, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation versus Charles Trotter transferred the property. Note that the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation is a quasi-government agency, so it is tax exempt, according to a note on the Sheriff's Monitor. Now, 1990, 9 of 90, Tom Follett collection, letter to Arlen Specter, Senator from Pennsylvania, noting communications with Larry Coughlin, another government official, about getting grant money for Logan. There was also a whole bunch of letters regarding communication between Richard Durbin, Gonzalez, Charles Schumer, John Murtha, and all the other officers. And the funny thing is, a lot of these people are chairs and associated with the banking committee in Congress. Now, if the banking committee foreclosed on the property, they should have charge over the banks of not reselling these properties. Huh? Did you hear me? The Senate Banking Committee, senators from out of state knew of this situation, and yet they were still reselling properties to people. Not to me yet, because I didn't buy until 91. 113, 1991, Handyman Special described as is bargains in the Sunday Inquirer. I inquired. I took to the broker. The broker gave me a list, including de-leading paint. And the reason that's key is because if anybody's bought a VA or a HUD home back in the 90s, it was required that the paint be de-leaded, burned off, or covered, so that this was taken care of. The government had a regulation that was part of the sale, plus the other repairs that were required to bring the house up to code. So that is further indication that the government was involved with the sale. Now, I had conversation with the broker, and I was told that my house, to meet code, would require at least these repairs: 4 heaters, de-lead the paint, flooring, de-lead the wall paint, 3 exterior doors, 85 pieces of window glass, roofing, flooring, 3 exterior doors, 3 stoves, kitchen cabinets, and other assorted repairs, which I got to work on. Now, approximately 1:30 91, Mr. Danahill, which is me, visited Logan Assistance Corp and was told, when he was telling them that he was going to buy the property, that that property at 1038 was not going to be taken. It was just like purchasing any other property. If they were selling it to you, it was safe. And I said, okay, sounds good to me. Now, in 2 of 91, I requested that the broker contact the HUD rep so I could speak to them and ask them what was going on. And they explained to me that they wouldn't be able to sell me the property if the property was in the Logan Triangle, because the Logan Triangle was going to be leveled, as previous papers that I described in the video before said. So, and they issued me title insurance. Now, the title insurance is kind of interesting also, because Commonwealth Land Title had a VP, I believe, that was on the Logan Assistance Board. So therefore, Commonwealth Land Title Insurance issued me title insurance on a property that I believe it was a VP, their officer knew was being sold and was in the Logan Triangle. He also knew of the plans that I had. All these plans that I've dug up after 2000. So therefore, I did not know all this information was there. But I found it. And if I found it, then it was commonplace knowledge from the people that were running the show. So therefore, I purchased the property. I got title insurance, like everybody does, and I paid for insurance and rebuilt the house and moved in. I even had a tenant. Tenant moved into my property. So before you have a tenant in the city of Philadelphia, you must have the property inspected by L&I. It must meet code. So I already made code so that I could have the title released from the public agency that sold it to me. Then I had to meet code again so that I could have a tenant move into the property. And the key is that the tenant moved in the 90s, so was not eligible for LAC relocation funds, but she received them. She got paid. The property owner did not. How does that happen in America? Now, we're up to 91. The Tom Foglietta collection shows a letter from the city to Congressman Foglietta about HUD money. Again, more federal money being pumped in. Thomas Foglietta, a letter from the mayor to HUD and the VA about money. Application for more money to compensate over 1,000 homes. Mine was one of those homes. They got money to compensate. They never compensated. Kind of like when you give your kid $5 to go to the store and get you a cup of coffee, and he comes back without the $5 and without the cup of coffee. Okay. Tom Foglietta collection, letter notifying LA Corp about break-in. Tom Foglietta collection, Federal Office of Housing and Community Development, branch of HUD, noting that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is allocating funds along with federal block grants, even more money from the state of Pennsylvania. The state of Pennsylvania has a duty to protect its citizens, especially from itself, the government. Thank you. Thomas Foglietta collection, City of Philadelphia City Council to the mayor, citing a median cost of $60,000 per house. Now, that's interesting because that's what they offered me to move out. 60 plus 20,000, 1/3, to relocate. So therefore it's noted in 3 of 92 from the congressman's collection. to 192, Thomas Boyette, a letter of complaints that Logan was misleading residents about benefits. Now, here is a letter to the congressman who is supposed to be overseeing the federal money that is going into this fiasco, that the residents are getting ripped off by their own government. And later, Logan Assistance has several cases of corruption. Several cases of corruption where that was being looted. Now, I ask you, if you ask a citizen to turn over his house, does it matter that the organization in the government was looted, so now they claim that they can't pay you because they lost the money? Is that your problem? You sell a man a car, he claims he lost the money that he owes you. Is that your problem? I just ask you to consider. Well, I can see we're up to 11 minutes. I'm going to flag this video and make another video, and we will continue because we are only in the 1992 bracket. We have 10 more years to go, and it gets quite dicey. Please watch the Larry Menti video. Please, if you can help, joethemechanic5@gmail.com. joethemechanic5, the number 5, @gmail.com. Thank you very much. We'll be back in a minute.